Shame. Shame. Shame.
What's going on, people? Derek Jones Talks Live here. Your host. You know who it is. Coming at you guys today with a live stream for this Saturday afternoon. Hope everyone enjoys. Hope everybody comes through. Got a couple things to talk about with you. First on the list, if you can see the screen share here, this person, we call him Mr. Obesity. If you could direct your attention right here. Right there. Now, right here is a screenshot of allegedly Javen Bullets' address. Now, we already know, we already heard before in the other audio, we know that Javen Bullets lives with his mother. We know that Javen Bullets also lives with his mother and his children. So that's a known thing. And this person right here, for no other reason than he's mad at you over some YouTube shit, and because that's all this is at the end of the day, is just YouTube shit. So let's keep all that in perspective.
Shame. Shame. Shame.
So all this over some YouTube beef. This is what I want y'all to see, man. This is what I want you to see. This nigga, this is Google. This nigga went on Google and Google Maps and is doing a Google map of this nigga's house, of this dude's house, yo. He's doing a Google Maps of this nigga's house and actually made that his fucking thumbnail.
Shame. Shame. Shame.
Here at Derek Jones Talks Live, Shame TV, Shame TV East Watch, Shame TV 2. We don't really do that flagging shit. We don't even talk like that. If somebody's weird up here, the more weirdness, the merrier. We'll just make fun of it and have fun with it. It's nothing serious. But this shit right here has gone, a little too far. Now, this man that openly came out and threatened people to reveal their private internet searches for no other reason now than he's mad at him on some YouTube beef. Not going to reveal the IP address and search record of the corrupt alderman in your town, or the corrupt fucking counselor and city council members in your town, or going to do anything about that corrupt ass pedophile judge or police chief and exposing them. No. Just regular people who disagree with him on YouTube. He's going to attempt to expose your private information all over YouTube. Now, whatever's going on with him, whatever's going on with Sonetta, whatever's going on with Javen Bullets and the three of them, none of that shit has anything to do with anybody's kids. None of that has anything to do with where anyone lives.
Shame. Shame. Shame.
And at the end of the day, it's going to have to be said that something's going to have to get done about this shit. You got niggas who constantly, yo, up here fucking playing. This fucking dumb, weird ass nigga Gillz, fake ass, he does a fucking stream trying to act all sincere and shit, saying the nigga that, what's the faggot nigga, Hassan Campbell is the gay nigga Hassan Campbell messing with his fucking talking about his daughter, and there's like, why is niggas, what are you doing, man? The activity's slow over there. I heard that audio. That nigga ain't saying nothing. As foul and stupid as he is, yo, you're reaching. You're reaching because you ain't got nothing else to reach for. Now you about to do a whole month on Hassan Campbell. But before we get to that McIdiot, we need to stay right here. This nigga did a video a day ago entitled, Javen, I've lost all respect for you. Who cares? First of all, just look at you, dog. Shut your dumb ass up and still hiding them fucking eyes and that forehead meat.
Shame.
You insecure ass nigga.
Shame.
Grown ass man gonna be insecure about what somebody else is joking about. Who cares? But the fact of the matter is that these dudes run that bullshit, that game about, oh, involving people's family, involving people's children. Nigga, hold on. This fucking weird ass nigga, man. Look at this shit, yo. That's Google Maps. This nigga got this shit. Let's say that's Javen's apartment right there. Why are you doing it? Why are you doing that? You still not explaining to me why it's happening. For no other reason than this nigga doesn't agree with what Sarnetta is saying anymore on YouTube.
Shame. Shame.
Harvey was a Christian.
Shut the...
Hey, how's everybody doing today?
We obesity free.
Shalom to you. Good morning. And we're going to start off the stream by saying Nat Turner was a Christian. Marcus Garvey was a Christian. Martin Luther King was a Christian. Fannie Lou Hamer was a Christian. Malcolm X was a Muslim. Farrakhan
was a Muslim. And you are a jackass.
Shame. Shame. Shame.
What's going on, YouTube? What's up, people? Derek Jones Talks live here. Welcome to the show. Bro.Sanchez, is he in? Now, we just started talking about this the other day, guys, and the small little things I come across, you know, bits and information. Excuse me if I'm late on some of this stuff. Okay, guys, please excuse me if I'm late on a little bit of this stuff. I'm not into everyone's beefs and into what everyone's doing. You know what I mean? I got my own old Harlem hustler to take care of.
Shame. Shame. Shame.
You know? So we're going to be going over that today. It's Bro.Sanchez, an unemployed black YouTuber, also with rap aspirations. We shall see. Gillz, fake Sarnetta beef again. Again, people. We have fake beef again from Sarnetta and Gillz. Now, not so much as Sarnetta, because after Sarnetta utterly destroyed him, he pretty much ended whatever he had to say about, you know, Gillz.
Y'all like little bitches, little girls. Why you make me do this to you, bro? But of course, your dumb followers, because like you said, they Down syndrome children, they're gonna still listen to you. Even though they can hear and see the evidence, this don't sound like a nigga who hates Sarnetta.
No, it doesn't. Now, that evidence that we heard, all you niggas, what's the nigga who used to be on my page, y'all? D-Jack and all y'all niggas. What up, Mermaid? All you niggas gonna have to really examine yourselves now. You heard that shit. Okay? You can't unhear that shit. You heard that shit. You heard this nigga running his mouth, pretending like he hated Sarnetta, pretending like he was banging on the House of Consciousness, Sarnetta included, especially Sarnetta. I remember when you was running around talking shit, saying how you got Sarnetta on the recording and all that shit. Yeah.
Yeah. Hear me all right. Press 1 if you can hear me all right. Don't want to waste too much time on the internet and life that much more. Anyway, I just want to get down to the basics. Shout out to the people who support me on my Patreon. Inkush, D-Jack, Ebony Wilson, Mark Quita, all of the great people who support me over there in the super chat as well.
This is my only way and means of survival.
Shame. Shame. Shame.
I'm going to start running a list through all of my donators who donate me and really support my team. And we can only take questions and answers from those who really support the Coffee and Kush brand.
You heard him. He's going to only take questions from those who support him. So he's trying to really turn into Sarnetta and Tommy Sotomayor. He's only going to take questions if you pay him to give a quest. What the fuck?
Shame. Shame. Shame.
What we do here at the fraud department, all of the above, man.
I want you guys to pull out your violins and tissue.
You know, because I take what I do seriously. I spend enough time doing what I do, and being that I created this, I'm not going to let anybody try to make what I do look foolish or try to intimidate me or my brand or try to come
like this.
Even a white man? See, you can see this as a conversation. He said, I should have thought about it 30 days for the new year. So you can see that this is recent, all right? You gave me a good idea, Bobby.
So like for the new year, nobody be able to say nothing about care, Sarnetta. So like for the new year, nobody be able to say nothing about care, Sarnetta. So like for the new year, nobody be able to say nothing about care.
You heard him.
Against me or my brand, but there's a fine line between, there's a fine line between, shit talking and beef and whatever they call this, YouTube 102nd Street over there, that Sarnetta shit. Anybody goes against them, they just back attack.
Like on some real shit, be able to build something to get some young traction back into the community because you need that. Right. You need some young intellectuals with some. You gonna wish you was a part of it with those shit. That shit that you doing right there. I ain't fucking with that shit. Yeah, man, because that nigga Lane TV, he already made a video of these things. Like I'm a talk forward and that and let the people know on his end. Like that's what you do. Yeah. Like I ain't nobody worried about that. You ain't scamming nobody. Hell no. I mean, this is the PT halfway and we can put on the great performance and move on. You ain't no wrong with that. Right. Niggas just be hating at the fact that niggas can make.
You heard him. Meet me halfway and we can put on a great performance. What you're hearing right now, people, is called a great performance. I'll let you listen some more.
Line between, there's a fine line between, shit talking and beef and whatever they call this, YouTube 102nd Street over there, that Sarnetta shit. Anybody goes against them, they just back attack. I'm beginning to see that. Yeah, shout out Young Pharaoh, shout out Jen Rossetti, shout out all those people who keep the truth.
Shame.
Can make something happen and turn a profit into something. That's it. Niggas just be mad at the fact. Niggas don't mind with this shit. How you doing, beautiful? God damn, Sonetta. God damn. On my show, nigga, I'm gonna pass up. Some bad as ass, but it'll look like we building stuff together, and we'll be like, okay, we start our year off doing something good. Who cares to talk to you if you can't touch with Sonetta fucking with Betty? Who gives a fuck? Make it start right. You can't go.
You heard him. Who cares that Sonetta is beefing with Seti and them niggas? But at the end of this shit, you
all those people who keep the truth.
You piecing these niggas.
Shame. Shame. Shame.
You know what's going on here? Thank you. They are on the same level. It's all about the drama. You got this dude pretending like Sonetta and him haven't been doing and got caught doing what they were doing. Nigga, I don't care if I gotta make a live stream about that shit every day. There ain't no way in the hell I'ma let nobody forget this shit. Nobody's forgetting this audio and this nigga's dragging the living life out of it.
Yeah. And we can only take questions and answers from those who really support the Coffee and Kush brand, what we do here at the fraud department, all of the above, man. Well, you know, because I take what I do seriously. I spend enough time doing what I do, and being that I created this, I'm not going to let anybody try to make what I do look foolish or try to intimidate me or my brand or try to come against me or my brand. But there's a fine line between, you know, there's a fine line between, you know, shit talking and
donate to this nigga to talk.
Whatever they call this, YouTube 102nd Street over there, that's Sonetta shit. If anybody goes against them, they just back attack.
Now, why would they be attacking you? You don't go against Sonetta. Not for real. This is what's going on right now, people, in these YouTube streets. You got this nigga sitting here doing a live stream, telling these people, first off, you can't even ask me a question unless you give me some money. That's only because YouTube changed the little AdSense shit, and these niggas not making nowhere near the money that they could have made before or were making before. And being the fact that this nigga's page is not up there with them in the 50,000, 30,000 subscriber range, he's only making but so much. I ain't even gonna put you out there today on blast, nigga, about I know how much you make and how much you was bragging when you told me how much you made. And I was laughing, nigga, in my head, like, nigga, that ain't even 30 hours worth of work at my job, nigga. Like, you might as well go get a job and pump that page. Then you'll be doing something. But we ain't even gonna go there. The fact of the matter is, that's why that shit is happening. That's why that shit is happening. YouTube has changed, so these niggas trying to adjust. They begging for money. That is his way of saying $5, people, just $5.
Shame. Shame. Shame.
So he's going to sit here and pretend as though Sonetta is running some evil empire that's trying to stop him or hinder him or whatever, when we have open audio of you saying how, I'm going to repeat the shit that you said. You said you openly forgive Sonetta and he wasn't, because he wasn't scamming people. That's what you said. You said you don't care if he beefing with Sonetta, with Pharaoh and Seti. And the reason he's beefing with him and the way that he's beefing with him is fucked up. He's talking about niggas. Mother is talking about pulling up on niggas all because they don't want to let him rob them. Gotta re-examine how you really feel about Pharaoh and Seti, nigga. This is the shit you said. You said that your fans, the Walking McDead, as I call them, D-Jack, King Kush, all you niggas, Kev Gillz said that you niggas are Down syndrome babies.
Shame. Shame. Shame.
That's what this nigga said, G. So now Kev Gillz is begging for $5 while trying to pretend that he has these massive donors and donators. No, he's begging you for $5. He's the worst. He's a stupid version of Benedict Arnold. The reason why he's a stupid version of Benedict Arnold is because this fucking nigga got played by the other side. Like, nigga, if you gonna switch sides, you supposed to switch sides. Like, the other side is supposed to have you. They supposed to be ready to accept you. Nigga, none of them niggas was playing him the whole time, G. The whole fucking time.
Shame. Shame. Shame.
Them niggas not about to fucking break bread with Kev Gillz. There's nothing that he could do for them. The only thing that he can do for them is beef. Is keep that type of activity coming to the pages. That's it. Kevin's not holding no lectures. Nobody's going to his page, especially without being paid handsomely to do so. And he ain't got no fucking bread for that shit. Now with that page, nigga, you make $300 a week tops off that page. And like I said, nigga, that's just about barely half my check. And I don't make no money. In my eyes, in my opinion. So you better off getting a gig, nigga, and doing something else. But at the same time, it's my opinion on my platform. That's all it is. It's just an opinion. That someone who comes out and openly bangs on someone, builds their platform, a whole department of fraud against someone, and then gets caught in the background, conspiring with this person. So that'll disrespect you to the limit, to the max, too.
I know that shit already. I just figured it out. That's real shit. I know that shit already. I just figured it out. You know, I figured shit out, but other than that, bro, they love you when you're doing bad. They hate you when you're doing good. That's all you gotta know. Your people hate you when you're doing good, but they love you when you're doing fucked up like them. That's another.
Family, do y'all hear this? Do you hear this? But of course, Kev, you watching. I didn't want to do it to you, but every goddamn time you got my name up in your mouth. And I told you, dude. I said, Kev, don't make me unleash on you.
You heard him.
You know, I take fraud department, all of the above, man. Well, you know, because I take what I do seriously. I spend enough time doing what I do, and
all your time.
Being that I created this, I'm not going to let anybody try to make what I do look foolish or try to intimidate me or my brand or try to come against me or my brand. But there's a fine line between, you know, there's a fine line between, you know, shit talking and beef and whatever they call this, YouTube 102nd Street over there, that's our net shit. Anybody goes against them, they just back attack. I'm beginning to see that.
I didn't want to do it to you, but every goddamn time you got my name up in your mouth. And I told you, dude. I said, Kev, don't make me unleash on you.
Shame. Shame. Shame.
I got all of our conversation me and you had. I got it all. Because I know how y'all niggas act. I know how y'all niggas get down. You got my name up in your mouth. And I told you, dude. I said, Kev, don't make me unleash on you. I got all of our conversation me and you had. I got it all. Because I know how y'all niggas act. I know how y'all niggas get down. Y'all like little bitches, little girls.
Shame. Shame. Shame.
So, Kev, from me to you, from the whole YouTube world to you, please stop. Stop. Just don't mention Sinetta no more. On some real shit. Don't mention Sinetta no more. Don't talk about Sinetta. Don't mention Sinetta. Don't say Sinetta. Don't nothing Sinetta, man. Because there's no way you could get around the shit that you were saying, kiki and ha and chopping it up with this nigga and the shit he got you to say. And it's not like you had audio yourself of the conversations, which you could have lied to the Walking McDead and told them niggas, hey, nah, Walking McDead, this is not me being caught being a complete fucking hypocrite and bullshit artist and liar. But no, Walking McDead, this is me playing detective work. Oh, horse galloping Gillespie strikes again.
Shame.
We will not forget.
Shame.
We will not forget. Okay? As the Jabari said, we've been watching from the mountains. We will not forget. We will not have it. We will not have it.
Shame. Shame. Shame.
Also, people, before we take this quick little break, we will be switching gears to the Bro.Sanchez unemployed black YouTuber question that we will be asking tonight. Is it so? Or is it just a lame attempt? An insult? Some sort of trying to make Bro.Sanchez look bad? By RFG, The Chosen. Again, tonight we will also go over Sbpm versus GLM. Now, what does that stand for, people? Straight Black Pride Movement versus Gay Lives Matter. They had a confrontation not too long ago up in Boston, my hometown. So we'll go over a little of that audio, and I'd like to get you guys' take on that. Michael Edwards, again, before we go, we're going to ask the question, should he be banned from YouTube? Like, enough is enough with this. You've already done video telling people where this man lives and openly admitting that his children are there and his mother's there. And they have nothing to do with any YouTube issues that Javen Bullets may have. And I'm sure Javen Bullets hasn't caused enough issues that, you know, warrant people knowing where he lives and going by his, like, what the fuck are you doing, man? Why are you doing that? And you're the biggest one who's calling and telling you people you're going to call ICB, whatever the fuck you said, on all alphabet shit we haven't even heard of. You're going to call on people when someone did it to you. Like, Michael Edwards, man, he's fucking just the weirdest guy ever, man. Just dumb as fuck, G. Derrick Jones Talks Live, standard 30-second break.
What's good, ladies and gentlemen? It's the Chosen One, back at it today, and I want to go over something, very important. A lot of my subscribers have been somewhat frustrated, on why, me and Bro.Sanchez don't make videos together anymore. And I'm gonna be upfront and straight to the point about it. You know what I'm saying? It actually really has nothing to do with the flat earth theology. He can believe, Bro.Sanchez can believe whatever the hell he wants to believe. But when you go out of your way to discredit somebody who you were supposedly deeming to be your brother, okay, and trying to debunk his information after every damn video that he makes, you see what I'm saying? And with the sneak dissing and all the other sideways shit and the sideways comments he used to leave on my YouTube page, you know what I'm saying? Instead of just calling me up or messaging me through Facebook, telling me like a man that you disagree with me. You see what I'm saying? It was a whole bunch of factors that came to me just not messing with the individual anymore. Okay. Another reason is Bro.Sanchez owes me hundreds of dollars in Project Bluebeam DVD revenue. I'm gonna repeat that. The individual owes me hundreds of dollars in Project Bluebeam DVD revenue that he knows he owes me, but he's not gonna pay up. And I know.
Shame.
Okay, here we go. Accusation number one, Brother Sanchez. Do you indeed, in fact, owe this brother money? Do you owe him money for a business venture that you guys had? What's going on with this? What's going on with that? Because we've had more than enough of that shit going on in the community. But we'll go ahead and listen.
The person he is, so I know he's not going to pay up, because let me tell you exactly what kind of person Bro.Sanchez really is. 4 months before me and him did our first video, July 1st, or middle of July of 2015, 4 months before that, Bro.Sanchez was basically an Alabama thug, an Alabama gangster. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not knocking him, you know what I'm saying? Because I was caught up in the lifestyle as well. Back in all the way from 2006 to 2012, I was caught up in the lifestyle. So I'm not knocking him for that. But what I am gonna knock him for is keeping that Alabama gangster thug mentality and trying to bring it over to the conscious community with that same ego, with that same arrogance, with that same narcissism, okay? And all of that arrogance, ego, and narcissism blocks his vision. And this man's ego is so big, he can't admit when he's wrong, people. This is why when you ask Bro.Sanchez questions on his YouTube channel, he don't never reply to you. And I'm trying to tell you who this man really is. You see what I'm saying? I'm gonna keep it real. He's a fraud. He's a fraud. Even when I worked with him at Catholic Charities, we would share information with each other and build off of each other's knowledge, but it was never on no buddy, oh, I'm gonna go kick it with you, and we gonna take our girls out to the movies. You know what I'm saying? We gonna go out, we gonna hang out at my crib and kick it. It was never like that. It was never like that with me and Bro.Sanchez. It was never like that. Okay. So like I said, what I'm knocking him for is keeping the gangster thug mentality, the narcissism, the ego, and the arrogance from that lifestyle and trying to bring it over to the conscious movement. That's the problem I have with Bro.Sanchez, okay? And I'm getting ready to show you guys video evidence of what I'm saying, because this video.
Okay.
Shame.
Now there was a lot said right there in a small amount of time. And trust me, people, we've only just begun. Okay, sorry about that. Let's continue.
That Bro.Sanchez made was only 4 months before me and him made our first video on the creation of the white race. Okay, this man is supposed to be so spiritually conscious, and just to let you know, I became a Moor / true Mason July 13th of 2013. So
you heard that, right? He became a Moor / true Mason.
Or me and him made our first video on the creation of the white race. Okay, this man is supposed to be so spiritually conscious, and just to let you know, I became a Moor / true Mason July 13th of 2013.
Shame. Shame. Shame.
That goes out to little big-headed, nappy-headed little niggas who run their mouth all the time. Like I told you, I met tons of Moors who consider themselves not Masons, but the fathers of Masonry. Not just a Mason, but more than that because they created it. So you running around calling Moors evil. But I digress.
So for closing in on 3 years, you know what I'm saying? My ego is done. My ego is dropped. I admit my mistakes. I'm a man. I own up to my mistakes. I've admitted multiple mistakes in multiple of my videos. So let me just go ahead and show you guys who Bro.Sanchez was 4 months before me and him made our first video.
There we go, people.
Oh, who was that? Uh-oh. Who was that on the left?
If that bitch ain't sucking, then I tell her whole style. If that bitch ain't fucking, then I tell her whole style.
Oh, really?
Hold on.
Shame. Shame. Shame.
If that bitch ain't sucking. Yo, this nigga Sanchez is tripping. Now, I'm going to say this because some of y'all might know him more than I do. You know what I'm saying? And if that's the case, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'll just admit that. Like, that's what I said before. I don't really know him like that, except just, you know, a YouTube name that you hear. See what I'm saying? So I don't really know him per se, but I'm just saying, my nigga, does he run around and say that he's a conscious this or a conscious that, or, you know, because if he doesn't say those things, then it ain't nothing that you can really say, you know, like you can only pretty much say that shit to people that he says it to. You know? So I'm not sure. Hold on, guys, for 2 seconds, because we're gonna play the rest of this. But I just wanted to let you know, yes, what you're hearing is actually what you're hearing. You know what I'm saying? What's up, Afia? Yeah. Yeah, yeah, we're gonna get to that. It's 3 places. But yes, we're gonna get to that. Woo.
Really? What? 4 months? Only 3 or 4 months before the video, our first video. They're supposed to be y'all spiritual leader? That's his brother. And just to let y'all know, the Asian lady shaking her ass is Bro.Sanchez's wife. Who is that? Is that Mr. Sanchez? Is that Mr. Sanchez? And another thing, I don't see a female in the video that's even close to Bro.Sanchez shade. Oh, hold on. Hold on. Let's go back.
That's his wife right there, supposedly.
Okay, the Asian lady behind Bro.Sanchez is his wife. Now, I'm not sure if y'all been paying attention so far, but all the women in this video are not even close to Bro.Sanchez's skin shade. Why am I saying that? Me and his first disagreement was on interracial dating, and I made a video on interracial dating stating that I'm not against interracial dating because I am a result of that. But what I will say is the government and the media is not promoting interracial dating for the success of the Black race. And that's just how it is. This man had a problem with that. Bro.Sanchez had a problem with that. You know why? Because that's his wife. Y'all, ladies and gentlemen, he don't mess with black, bro. He don't mess with women nowhere near his skin shade. Nowhere near his skin shade. And he's supposed to be African conscious, Mr. African conscious man, Mr. Righteous man with morals. You know what I'm saying? Come on now.
Shame.
And y'all want to call me the fake person? Y'all want to call me fake? Get the hell out of here. This was 4 months before me and his first video we shot together. I don't see now black women in here.
Shame. Shame. Shame.
If the bitch ain't fucking, tell her to scram. If the bitch ain't sucking, tell her to scram. Uh-oh. That's his wife. His wife is in the video with the vixens. This is the end of your career, bro. This is the end of your conscious career. Somebody tell this man to pay me my Blue Beam revenue. Somebody tell this man to pay me my Blue Beam, my Project Blue Beam DVD money. Because this man is a fraud.
Shame. Shame. Shame.
Wow. Uh-oh. Sanchez, Mr. Conscious, Mr. African Conscious man. I don't see a black woman in the video. Damn. Scram, look. I'm not knocking him. I'm not knocking him for.
I didn't want to continue playing the video because for copyright purposes. This is public audio. This is just for critique mainly. Let us get back to if the bitch ain't sucking, I'll tell that hoe to scram by Brother Sanchez.
making the video. I'm knocking him for carrying this mentality over to the conscious community, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, Bro.Sanchez never dropped that ego. He never dropped that narcissism. He never dropped that persona. So his ego and his false pride is not going to allow him to admit his mistakes. This man lives with his girl, hasn't had a job since mid 2014. Oh.
Shame.
Now we're getting to the meat of it. You see why I was doing what I was doing a couple months ago with the unemployed black male YouTuber, conscious / detective guy, teachers? Because when you look in their background, y'all, this is what they see. This is what you see. You see a nigga with 4 kids. You see a nigga with 6 kids. Sanchez, you better hope this shit ain't true. Because I'm going to drag the little shit out of you if this is remotely true.
Shame.
Bro.Sanchez never dropped that ego. He never dropped that narcissism. He never dropped that persona. So his ego and his false pride is not going to allow him to admit his mistakes. This man lives with his girl, hasn't had a job since mid 2014. Okay, not trying to work, not trying to look for a job, and he has 6 kids that he has to take care of, and he ain't doing it. And his excuse is, you got a misdemeanor or a felony or whatever the hell. But if you go, if you do your research, there's over 200 companies in America in Nevada, 200 companies in Nevada that hire felons. 200.
Shame.
Yo, this shit is crazy. This shit is crazy. Now, I come from the realm of this. You do whatever you gotta do. I remember being told before, you do whatever you gotta do to take care of them babies. Whatever you gotta do. Now, all of us, including me, walk around with my head up high. I try to be an upright, moral person, etc., 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 chemo, etc. But at the same time, if the chips, if my back is against the wall and the chips are down, I will do whatever the fuck I gotta do.
Shame.
One thing I'm not gonna do is be an unemployed black male YouTuber. If I'm unemployed, I ain't making no motherfucking videos.
Shame.
Nigga, you don't have the time for that shit.
Bro.Sanchez never dropped that ego. He never dropped that narcissism. He never dropped that persona. So his ego and his fault.
What ego? You have to wait till your girl gets money to even have it.
Shame.
If what is being said is true. Now, let me say this right now, openly, if what's being said is true. If it's not true, then dismiss everything. But if this stuff is true, if this shit is true, then Brother Sanchez, there's only one thing I have to say to you. And well, 3 things, but it's really one.
Shame.
Derrick Jones Talks Live. RFG The Chosen. coming out and letting the world know that what's going on with Brother Sanchez is the same old unemployed black male YouTuber looking to get rich and strike it big with the AdSense company, working for the white man, AdSense company, trying to strike it big. Typical crook bum. That's why he can make 5-hour live streams and shit like that. That's why these niggas can do that shit, because they fucking lowlifes. And they know it. They don't like me talking about that shit at all. That's why we gonna ramp that back up and amp that back up. That shit don't need to go nowhere.
Pride is not going to allow him to admit his mistakes. This man lives with his girl, hasn't had a job since mid-2014, okay? Not trying to work.
Nigga, that's 4 years ago. Because we're almost at mid-2018. That's 4 years ago, G. Four years ago, nigga, my daughters were like 2, 3.
Shame. Shame. Shame.
What the hell? But you can make YouTube videos all day? That's crazy, man. That's why I said when you people start donating money to these niggas, man, like take a look at what you really donated to, man. Somebody should be offering you something other than, even if they offering you comedy or some shit like that, that's worth donating to. Like anything that you feel, but that type of shit, you fronting like you some conscious ass nigga. First off, you super swirling all through your videos and all through your whole lifestyle. Nothing is black in your lifestyle except yourself. He could do anything other than that shit, not other than making YouTube videos all day.
Trying to look for a job, and he has 6 kids that he has to take care of,
wow.
And he ain't doing it. And his excuse is, you got a misdemeanor or a felony or whatever the hell. But if you go, if you do your research, there's over 200 companies in a.
Shame.
So he got a reason.
Shame. Shame.
Peace. So he even got a reason. Food, clothing, peace. He even got a fucking reason why he's being a lowlife.
Shame.
We're gonna listen to that again.
This man lives with his girl, hasn't had a job since mid-2014, okay? Not trying to work, not trying to look for a job, and he has 6 kids that he has to take care of, and he ain't doing it. And his excuse is, you got a misdemeanor or a felony or whatever the hell. But if you go, if you do your research, there's over 200 companies in America in Nevada, 200 companies in Nevada that hire felons. 200, no excuses. I know plenty of felons making more money than me. You know what I'm saying? It's a joke.
Shame. Shame. Shame.
And again, I don't know him, but one thing I do know, the shit he's saying is true right there, man. Like, it really ain't no fucking, I don't understand. People make excuses for shit. It's easy to do that. I know it's easy to do that. But 4 years worth of the man trying to hold me down? No.
Shame. Shame. Shame.
That's crazy. Derek Jones Talks Live. Tonight we're talking about Brother Sanchez, unemployed black YouTuber, accusations made by RFG The Chosen. Gillz, fake Sonetter beef again. We got more fake Mick beef. He was even looking so sad, man. I thought he was going to pull out a fucking violin. Before we take our next little break, we're going to play that one more time for our special guest. I thought Kev was going to cry. I was like, damn, man, what the fuck done happened now?
Yeah. Hear me all right out there. First one, if you can hear me all right, don't want to waste too much time.
Y'all press one,
on the
y'all.
internet and life.
Y'all hear him out. Hear him out.
Anyway, I just want to get down to the basics. Shout out to the people who support me on my Patreon.
Derek Jones Talks Live, our standard break.
Ebony Wilson, Mark Guido, all of the great people who support me over there in the super chat as well. I'm going to start running a list of all of my donators who donate me and really support my team. And we can only take questions and answers from those who really support me. The Coffee and Kush brand, what we do here at the fraud department, all of the above, man.
Shame.
Well, you know, I take what I do seriously. I spend enough time doing what I do, and being that I created this, I'm not going to let anybody try to make what I do look foolish or.
Now, when you say created, I want you guys to remember it's McDonald's Wi-Fi he's using over there, okay? So you should be saying, you do have a partner. It's a silent partner, an unknowing partner.
Shame.
McDonald's is an unwilling participant in Gillz page.
Try to intimidate me on my brand or try to come against me on my brand, but
you gonna cry, nigga?
There's
hold on, listen to this.
In line between try to intimidate me on my brand or
listen, y'all.
Try to come against me on my brand.
Whoa!
I'm
gonna let y'all listen one more time. Y'all listen to the voice. Does it sound like he's about to cry? Because I'm convinced that he is. This nigga, he got his hand on his chest. He hoping Sonetta don't play the rest of that audio.
Try to intimidate me on my brand or try to come against me on my brand, but
whoa, calm down.
There's line between, try to intimidate me on my brand or try to come against me on my brand, but there's a fine line between, there's a fine line between, shit talking and beef and whatever they call this, the YouTube 102nd Street over there, that's our net shit. If anybody goes against them, they just back attack.
Shame.
I'll tell you. Hold on, people. I like to take questions. You could have asked me. I'm sorry, Amun, whatever, Cavity. I don't really take. I don't really always follow my chat, so I'll ask her a question. You don't have to ask her to tell her. To tell you what I would say. Says, tell me Derek has beef with Sanchez, meaning in real life. He's gonna shoot a fade. Stop it. Shoot a fade. What are you talking about? Fight the nigga? Like fist fight the nigga? Why would I fist fight Sanchez? Like, what are you talking about, G? First off, okay, let me explain again. This is YouTube. It's a YouTube platform. Okay, it's a social media platform. All right, 99.9% of it is all. I mean, I'm gonna just focus on that because that in and of itself is a statement in and of itself. No, I don't have beef with anybody that I would fight. You know what I'm saying? Okay. I don't make beef with you because I'm critiquing you. I don't just because I critique you, that ain't beef. It's what it is. It's a critique. And the things that I critique are things that these people say. Like when y'all listen to my videos, I be wondering what it is that you're actually listening to, because mostly I play the audio that I hear, and I be like, yo, why the fuck you saying this and then saying that? Okay, I said what you do in video critique is the exact MO of what, say, Kev or any other the unemployed YouTube. Oh, well, it may seem that way, but it's not that way. You know why it seems that way? Because it seems like I'm banging. I'm not banging on people. That's not, you're looking at it like I'm banging on someone. And so we're doing the same thing. No, I'm pointing out shit that people say. That's why they don't do videos on me pointing out shit that I say and pointing out contradiction in the shit. That's why those videos aren't around. You see what I'm saying? When people are being fake, I call that shit out because there's no way we can move forward, which is what we always talking about. There's no way that we can do that with fake ass niggas around. Like, how the fuck could you even possibly do that? You have to examine what it is that you're looking for. Like, are you looking for niggas to really move forward on some real shit, or you just like talking about it? Or do people like saying that shit? You know what I'm saying? Like, I think a lot of people have become too comfortable with just saying that shit. Like, nah, dog, it's all things. You got to have people working on the front that this brother is working on, that sister's working on, that I'm working on. What I'm doing is a funny way most of the time of exposing people that you don't need to be listening to. That's it. It's a fun, I expose people who basically are exposing themselves. I don't record people. I just take the public audio and let's critique this. What are we critiquing? We're critiquing a brother who comes out and says that, hey, I'm a pro-conscious, pro-black, this, that, and the third. I'm a teacher. I'm a this, I'm a that. I'm doing this. I'm making business moves. I'm doing that. You know what I'm saying? So it's like when you hear that, and then you see 4 months before you even started making videos, nigga, you talking about tell that bitch suck my dick. I mean, you know, excuse me, suck my whatever the hell. You know, I'm not, because it might be kids in here, so I'm not gonna do that. But at the same time, come on, G, that sounds contradictory. If you're telling me you're pro-black, everything you say and every music video you make or music videos you make, it ain't no sisters around. You ain't married to no sister. You ain't have kids with no sister. You like, come on now. Sometimes things have to be said. With this dude, Gillz, yo, the shit you're doing is hilarious. You just made a stream talking about these people, you know, and 100. And you mean Sarnetta, your friend, the one you was talking to, the one you said you was bigging up and you thought you was coming to his award show and you were happy about it and all that shit? What are you talking about? That's fake. It's fake news. It's fake everything. All of it's fake. Derek Jones Talks Live.
Shame. Shame. Shame.
Where Root at? Root, I seen you came in here. What you doing in here? Root got a new page, y'all. I don't know. It's called Root something. Root, I don't know why you coming through here. I still don't fuck with you, nigga. Cause you a little foul mouth little nigga, man, when you get mad. So I don't want to mess with you, except the way I do like now. Like just sometimes make fun of you. See, and that right there, that's not me banging. That's just me fucking with Root, because Root deserves it. Root does certain things, if you know him, that would cause one to react in this manner towards him. And he knows he does. I think one day, and I'm going to say this in all sincerity, and when I do that, I always like to try to give the time and the date. This is March 10th, 6:36 p.m. I think that one day, and it probably will be in the near future, that I'm going to forgive Root. I'm gonna truly be like, yo, Root, for real, nigga, I'm going to stop fucking with you. Like on that tip, for real, and you come through with the chats, and I'm going to big you up, Root. What's up, Root, and all that shit, but not right now. You know what I'm saying? Right now, when I see Root and I hear Root, I just be like, you know what, man? I just gotta say what I say, man. I'm sorry. I just gotta say what I say. I'm gonna let it go eventually, though, Root. as of right now, you've said too much to go unanswered, and definitely
Shame.
unshamed.
Shame. Shame.
Peace to you. Peace to everyone who comes in. I'm trying to tell y'all, man, y'all have the wrong view of me if you think I'm just banging on people, man. That's not what goes down, yo. It's not what goes down, yo. It's not. I don't bang on people for no reason. I don't root any game. Yo, deep. Yo, oh man. Listen, I don't talk about people for no reason. I want you guys to always remember that I say things based upon what they say. Even when we talk about the Moors, when y'all hear me talk about the Moors and my Moors brothers and sisters out there in the world trying to do their thing and trying to just find some way to escape this I'm in the back chat.
Shame. Shame.
Me and Suicide in the back chat plotting. But even when I talk about my Moorish brothers and sisters out here doing their thing, trying to separate themselves, because that's what they ultimately trying to do. They just black people trying to separate themselves from this shit. You know what I'm saying? But when when I critique them, you know, it's not in hate, man. It's because I've been through it and I know the stories, and the storyline doesn't change. And I know that that storyline is going to hook people who are coming into consciousness, who are coming out of whatever they were thinking before, and it's going to hook them niggas and it's going to get them locked up. It's going to have shit happen to them that otherwise wouldn't if they take another approach and look, and first off, look at it differently and then begin to take another approach. That's all. That's all I'm saying. Like, and when I say things to the Moors based off shit that you say. Everything that you say is what I base it off of. You said the court is yours to take, the authority of the court, and you're not blah, blah, blah. They do not have jurisdiction, which means they do not have the law words to use against you, which means they can't do shit to you. But it doesn't matter. I hope Root's doing all right though, man. I don't Root the obesity shit I said with Root was just that was just a joke. You know what I'm saying? Root know he all right. He's just getting dragged right now. So that's just what it is. Based off of shit you were saying. I don't make shit up about people. Sarnetta calls me a hater all the fucking time. What do I make up about Sarnetta? All I do is listen to you, nigga. I just heard you say the other day, right on the fucking live stream, talking to with the real crack pipe, not Unc's crack pipe, but the real one. You know what I'm saying? The one who was actually with that pipe. The fuck? I heard you right up there, nigga, talking shit. Derek Jones Talks Live, and we are back. That is our last break. So we will be switching gears to our last topic, which we talked about and we began the show with. We began the show with Mr. Obesity himself, MEyechael, That's MEyechael Edwards, showing people's addresses again. Now the question is going to go out to the YouTube world. Should he be banned from YouTube finally now, people? Should he? Because it's a lot of fuckery going on when it comes to this shit. It's a lot of serious things going on in the world where people can take people seriously and do certain shit. They could get mad and really try to follow through. And you're putting people's addresses on the fucking TV screen. Again, for no other reason whatsoever than because you're mad at them. And they peed you off. And this is what you do for retaliation. So I think the YouTube world needs to realize that this dude does probably need to be banned. He's serving no purpose here. And that's going to be the end of that. I wanted to be serious about it this time, y'all. And not be laughing and shit or calling them names and shit. Okay, guys, last on the agenda here. It's going to be real quick. A couple of days ago, there was a meeting, and it was Straight Black Pride movement up in Boston, and they were having some sort of event, function, or whatever. And so ultimately, they were greeted or interrupted by a Gay Lives Matter group of some sort. Basically, nowadays, you know, whenever you say something about you not being a homosexual, that's some sort of insult, and it's some sort of psychological disease or some shit that you're going through, some sort of psychosis that you're going through. Oh, you have a this, that, oh, really? Because come on now. I do. Anyway, I'll let you guys hear.
We have people come in trying to fill consent. We don't want that. It's kind of like if somebody goes out to their church and they want to scream that you're preaching Jesus. No, I hear you. Well, I'm not saying that that's you. Okay. So that would be my question. What were we doing to cause this? No. I'm not saying that you did. Okay. I'm accusing you. Okay. I'm just saying that they sort of have to be protective of our community. My ideas were straight black pride. If somebody else thinks about straight black pride, I don't understand why they can be here. I'm not saying that that's where you are, or that's where she is. She told me, I asked her for ideologies. I remember the last piece of what. But what if it's like the meeting that she's saying that she shouldn't come? I'm not saying that. But that's what you just said. If her ideals aren't aligned with yours, that they shouldn't be there. If someone, so straight black pride, someone is.
So the one sister is asking, I guess she's there representing Gay Lives Matter, if their ideals are not in line with straight black pride movements matters ideals, they shouldn't be allowed to be there, or they shouldn't be there. My whole thing is, why are you there? Like the same way you supposedly feel about gay rights and pride in it, I feel the same pride about not being gay.
Straight, they should be here. So maybe I am saying, yeah, okay, that's what I'm saying. Okay. If they are black, they absolutely should not be here. Okay. If they don't have pride in being straight black, so they have no place here. Okay. I hear you loud as well. I hear you.
I just want to tell you that we're not here to like impose on what y'all doing. I'm from the media, we're from the media, and
that's we're here for independent. That's why we're here. So the fact that you kind of that came at us, like we're trying to cause dissent, we're all trying to.
Under the guise of independent
Shame.
black media.
Shame. Shame.
Well, not really, wonder because black media. What's gonna happen when you put that sounds cool. So y'all are
Yeah, what she said, the black media. The whole thing is this. As the sister said, we're protected by my young. We don't show up at LGBTQ meetings because that doesn't involve us. Though I think our brother laid it out pretty much well. People with different ideas can represent us. But what we are truly concerned about, we don't live in this we are the world utopia. We're not trying to get along with everybody. This is for people who.
Shame. Shame. Shame.
I'm so glad he said that. We don't live in this we are the world utopia. We're not trying to get along with everybody. Everybody can't come to the nigga meeting, people.
Clear, not people who are confused. So when we say straight black pride and y'all say media, the biggest attacks have actually come from black media. From black media. The biggest attacks on straight black pride has come from black media. And the problem is, what is the threat of a black man, of a black woman to produce black children? How is that a threat? But see what it is, a lot of people think they're intelligent, really don't understand the history between Africans and European people. And we take it a step further because a lot of black people don't even identify with being African. So here's where the conflict comes in. We have to ask, if you're part of a black organization, who does it allow? What are the ideologies? What is the mission statement? What is the end goal? Are you for integration or separation? And these are the things that make it as plain as day. It's either A or B because there is no C.
So independent and black, right? We're independent and black. We don't rely on our own. That's our point. So that's what I'm trying to say.
I agree with that because we all out there have media, which is honey. And this is why we say here's where the contradiction comes in, because some black independent people aren't straight, nor are they proud to be straight. So when they come in, they always have their slang. They throw in words like hetero with a heteronormative. They say cisgender.
Heteronormative.
Shame.
El Boogie.
Shame.
These are these things, making up terms because you are not gay. Now something's wrong with you for not being gay because some people made it something wrong with them. When I speak on homosexuality, I speak on it from things that I've read and things that I've learned through the things that I've read. Because I'm not a homosexual, though I've known some, haven't been talking with them about it or none of that shit. Okay, here we go. I seen a lecture once by Delbert Blair. I read a couple books that he presented from the lecture, but the way he presented it made perfect sense. In the sense of a man deriving his body from a woman's body. Through a changeover, it's like a hormone deficiency. Okay? He secreted enough hormones to grow an elongated clitoris, which is called a phallus, to basically have the physical body of a man, but not enough to change his mental to masculine, which it has to be changed because he comes and derives his whole everything from a woman. So he has to change into a male. So that's the sense. When I heard that, that made the most sense to me. Like, oh, it's like a fucking a car that came, your body is like a car that came out of the factory with a fucking defect on it. Not defect as in mental defect that you're retarded or retardation or some shit. I'm talking about a defect as in, oh, okay, you secreted enough hormones, bro, to change over from what you originally came from and were, which was a woman. That happened. You secreted enough to have a male body, but not enough to have a masculine mind. That kind of makes sense. Because in my mind, I believe that people have, through the studies I've come through, I have to accept a belief, and that belief is that we have been existing on this planet for a very long fucking time. And at one point, there was one creature here that was dual sexed, but more than likely looked as though or would have been considered a woman. That's just my opinion. Through the little study I have, but who am I?
Homophobia, because I like black women. I have black daughters. So I think black women should always be protected. But when we talk about black men taking true stances, strong stances, that becomes a threat to the system. But many people don't understand all they are chocolate covered Europeans. The language sounds good. I realize people got this language down. They make up words, big words. They learned in these fancy colleges. But the fact of the matter is that they're not authentic in their position in terms of what it is to get free. Under this yoke of white supremacy, we keep talking about we're fighting police brutality, we're fighting sexual discrimination. Sexual discrimination hasn't really been black people, right? Because since we've been born here, since we were stolen boy here, black women have always been here. From the slave ships to the white man's kitchen. When white women can work, black women won't work. When black men couldn't work, white women will work. But we have to stop adopting European workers conversation. That's the one. Black people meet people along the way. Some of our parents weren't as revolutionary as people like to think, so they start playing seeds of Negroism in our mind. Is that the word Negroism? Yeah. And then we just think that resisting sticking to the man that got the police. We think that's liberation struggle. We think that's like it is so much more. One of the first things we have to do is replenish the planet with our people, because we're dying about the millions. We're dying, and it just didn't start with Mike Brown, Trayvon Martin, or Emmett Till. It didn't start with the first African brought on the good ship, Jesus. This thing has been going on longer than you or I can even imagine or fathom. But once we start being clear that we have to start loving our people more than we hate our enemies. Once we hate our enemies, but we love our people more. But how much can we love our people if I don't find love in the black woman? How much love do I have for my people if I'm not going to sleep with a woman at all to produce more black people that I say I love so much? We don't see the contradiction in our ideology because the rhetoric sounds so good. We ain't never heard it before. The reason why we never heard it before is because it never worked in the school. I'm stepping on my soapbox. I'm sorry, I just get passionate about it. Because I'm a straight black man. I am so proud of him. I am so proud that my parents are proud. I am so proud that my grandparents are proud. And my children always say, that's my dad. They love saying it. I come to their school, I have my friends and people out there. They still find me cool. But you know why? I give them authentic truth. I don't give them ideology and idealism that's not practical and applicable to day-to-day survival. Because that's what our children do. They need to get out of this utopia of everybody's going to get along, because that's not the truth. Lions and hyenas both live in the jungle, don't they? But they fight every chance they get. They fight because they know that we're fighting for resources. Black people no longer fighting for resources. Then we wonder why we're economically depressed in our community. But I'm a little bit open to some people out here. I can remember we did all black stories. I'm talking about who want to start anything. We're all by us. So we want to talk about we want to stop crime in our community, but we don't create economic opportunities for our young people. When you look at we get like drug dealing, robbing, stealing, crimes of resources. But then we have to peel back the lens and take it back to the world. Who stole the resources from us in the first place? We the first that come from the land of plenty. We keep getting caught up in this trick bag that these people keep setting up for us because the sexual revolution has never been our problem. It's never been a problem with being attracted to black women. If God needs to be better than the black woman, you get your what's up. Show me where that. So when we
Shame. Shame. Shame.
And I want to agree with that. There's never been no problem in our community for real with black men and black women. This is some new shit.
Talk about, and I heard you ask another question about some dude who beat up on the sister. We don't consider that a straight man. That's right. Even if he's never been involved with another man. That's true. If you find strength in beating on weaker people, harming children, harming women, harming elderly, you are not a straight man. That's right. And any straight man, any strong heterosexual man can tell you that. Yes, sir. Any strong heterosexual man will tell you that. So,
not betas, Root. Can't be a beta male and say that.
But we gotta stop misidentifying people. That's right. Talking about this man, he's not a man. You harm a child, you are not a man. You harm a female, you are not a man. But I'm gonna tell you something right now that I do. This brother, we have no problem with working for God's will. God works through the hands of the king. You want righteous justice? Let somebody harm these children. I ain't that conscious. We have no problem with hands on people because when you talk about strength and power, the ultimate force on this planet, ultimate force is violence. It's violence.
It's bodies.
Shame. Shame. Shame.
The ultimate force on this planet is bodies. And all he's saying is you can't have bodies pushing a gay agenda. You can't have bodies accepting the propaganda that's pushed in your face. Like it's some new thing for a black woman to date a white guy. Like that particular one has just been pushed so hard in the last 6-7 years. That scenario. All of these things are done to reduce bodies. That's all that's going on. These same pro-black dudes who coming out running their mouth is the same ones pro-swirling. All of them.
Shame. Shame. Shame.
I respect anybody for being what they are, if that's what they are. But one thing I'm not going to respect is you trying to make me something I'm not. What's up? Peace, Javen Bullets. What's going on? They hate the fuck out of you, Javen. You must know some shit. Oh, you doing a show with Triple C tonight? Triple C TV will be having Javen Bullets on tonight, I think. I hope I will be listening if that takes place. I'll go right to it. I'll get ready to get off right now. As a matter of fact. Yes, because they hate you. I would love to hear what you have to say. God, oh man. Them names, Michael Edwards wants to show where you live. He put up Google. We're going to ask Javen since he's here. Javen Bullets, do you know that he is still insisting that you live on Olean Avenue? Okay? Olean Avenue. It's already out there. You can see it on a screenshot, on a thumbnail on one of his videos. He's insisting that this is where you live and putting it out there that this is where you live. And I'm asking the question tonight, should he be banned from YouTube for such funny business? And I hope that that is not your address. I hope that that is not your address. But for the mere act, for the fact that he's attempting to do that, for the fact that he would say that, and he would do that under the premises that this is where you live, that he's actually looking for that. I think that begs, something needs to happen for that, man. Because that shit is unnecessary. Derrick Jones Talks Live. Bro.Sanchez, unemployed black YouTuber. We heard the audio from RFG Chosen.
This man to pay me my Bluebeam, my Project Bluebeam DVD money, because this man is a fraud. Wow. Uh-oh. Sanchez.
This is Scram by Brother Sanchez. If that bitch ain't sucking, I tell that hoe to scram.
Shame. Shame. Shame.
Apparently, this video was shot for 4 months, 4 measly months before Brother Sanchez became pro-black, powerful teacher, flat earth,
Shame. Shame.
pro-black
Shame.
Sanchez.
It's Mr. Conscious, Mr. African Conscious Man. I don't see a black woman in the video. Damn, scram, look. I'm not knocking him. I'm not knocking him for making the video. I'm knocking him for carrying this mentality over to the conscious community, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, Bro Sanchez never dropped that ego. He never dropped that narcissism. He never dropped that persona. So his ego and his false pride is not going to allow him to admit his mistakes. This man lives with his girl, hasn't had a job since mid 2014. Okay, not trying to work, not trying to look for a job, and he has 6 kids that he has to take care of, and he ain't doing it. And his excuse is, you got a misdemeanor or a felony or whatever the hell.
Shame. Shame. Shame.
Also tonight, we went over straight Black Pride movement versus Gay Lives Matter media. Straight Black Pride movement wins. No, I'm joking. We went over that audio just a little bit, just something to let you guys be aware of what's going on out here in these streets. And that was live outside. That was in Boston at an actual little rally, or not rally, but movement and meeting and gathering that they had, you know. So just letting you guys know what's going on out there in this world and these streets out here. Also, we had to look into once again, we had to go into Mr. Obesity. The obesity is that it's gone. I don't even know how he's still functioning now with his level of obesity. I don't even know how he's still functioning, but he is, and it seems to be rotting his brain out. He's actually attempting to make Javen Bullets be from Olean Avenue, wherever the fuck Olean Avenue is. This guy is really attempting to make Javen Bullets, be from there. I don't know why. I don't know what's so special about Olean Avenue, but whatever the fuck is going on with Olean Avenue, he wants, he's trying to convince us that this is where Javen Bullets lives. And lastly, we went into that old Wi-Fi hustler.
Hear me all right, Auntie. First one, if you can hear me all right, don't want to waste, because I take what I do seriously. I spend enough time doing what I do, and being that I created this, I'm not going to let anybody try to make what I do look foolish or try to intimidate me or my brand or try to come against me or my brand. But there's a fine line between, there's a fine line between, you know, shit talking and beef and whatever they call this, the YouTube 102nd Street over there, that Sarnetta shit. If anybody goes against them, they just back attack.
Now that's your friendly Wi-Fi hustler, Kev Gillz. Sounding nearly in tears. We're gonna listen one more time. He sounded like he was in tears.
I do. And being that I created this, I'm not gonna let anybody try to make what I do look foolish or try to intimidate me or my brand or try to come against me or my brand. But there's a fine line between, you know, there's a fine line between, you know, shit talking and beef and whatever they call this, the YouTube 102nd Street over there, that Sarnetta shit. If anybody goes against them, they just back attack.
I figured it out. You know, I figured it out, but other than that, they love you when you're doing bad. They hate you when you're doing good. That's all you gotta know. Your people hate you when you're doing good, but they love you when you're doing fucked up like them. Family, do y'all hear this? Do you hear this? But of course, Cam, you watching. I didn't want to do it to you, but every goddamn time you got my name up in your mouth. And I told you, dude. I said, Cam, don't make me unleash on you. I got all of our conversation me and you had. I got it all.
Shame. Shame. Shame.
Derek Jones Talks Live. You guys have a wonderful night. Everybody that stopped through, I appreciate the love. Go check out Bro.Sanchez. Scram. If that ain't sucking, tells that hoe to scram. Peace, people.
Shame. Shame. Shame.
You know, because I take what I do seriously. I spend enough time doing what I do. And being that I created this, I'm not going to let anybody try to make what I do look foolish or try to intimidate me or my brand or try to come against me or my brand. But
shame. Shame. Shame.